What's up, everybody? It's Johnny. How you doing, guys? How are you guys? So I get one question over and over and over again. So we're going to address that a little bit today. I wanted to talk about it a little with you, just a little. John, tell us your experience with marriage and what soured you dealing with the ladies. I could create 500 videos about my ex-wife and tell the crap she did. Who hurt you? And then Based Coin says, only women ask men who hurt you. This is a question I get all the time, guys. This is a very common one here. So let me address this as delicately as I can. The woman who really red pilled me, who really brought me to the light, guys, was my ex-wife. And I have 3 children with her. So I do not talk about her or that situation out of respect for the children. This is important, and it's probably a good lesson to actually cover with you men out there that watch my videos for information and an older man's perspective, a little older, you know. I don't talk about my kid's mother. And that I don't do for her. I do that for them. Also, it's kind of petty to be like, this person and his, guys, running your mouth about people and having problems, just having beef with people in general is really overrated. I know sounds crazy probably to a lot of emotional people or people that can't control their temper, or having beef with a lot of people is unnecessary. It just is a waste of time, ultimately a pain point. So now, understand this. We don't really communicate, her and I. I don't speak negatively of her here or the children, but so many of you have asked, why don't I talk about this? Why don't I do a video like so many other men in the manosphere? Is because that's their mother. So I try to respect that, not just for their sake, but for the sake of, we'll probably run into each other maybe down the road at a graduation or a wedding or a something. And there's just no point in having that animosity or beef there. Or look, believe me, I could go into the details and tell you things, and it is what it is. Sometimes it just is what it is. Fortunately, my kids were old enough and sentient enough to know kind of what was going on and the circumstances around the situation at the time of that divorce. So I don't have to answer to the children about any of that. Okay. And for that reason, I try not to make a big deal about it. I try to say, hey, we all got to get along and make the best of this thing, because that's between somebody else and somebody else. It has nothing to do with me. So that being said, that's why I really don't talk about my origin story. That's why I don't talk. But it was my ex-wife, you guys that keep asking. Yeah, I've had 2 ex-wives. Both of them kind of showed me some important lessons about whatever, human behavior, whatever you want to call it. I don't want to diss either one of them. I have children with both of them. But that's what got me here, basically. And here isn't a bad place to be. Now, some of you might have heard that and been like, oh, well, she really hurt you. And she freed me. Guys, she freed me. I mean, some of you may not understand that yet, or that may sound like, to a woman, that may be like, well, what is he saying? You won't ever understand. She freed me from the mental torment of what I had been trying to do for half my life. 23 years of my 43 years at the time of the divorce was spent, in a very serious relationship or marriage. And I mean a relationship or marriage, meaning I was living with a girl that I ended up marrying, or I was married to that girl. And that was half my life. So when I look back at it now, I think about it and I'm like, it was unfortunate. I hated it because I was away from my children. I've missed out on a lot of stuff with my children that there's nothing I could have done. Nothing. And if I did do something, it just would have made it harder on the children. Truth be truth, guys. If I had said, well, I'm getting these kids and I'm doing this and suing, and it would have made it harder on my own children, guys. Sometimes you have to weigh things out and say, well, what is the best course of action? If we're honest, in my opinion, not getting a divorce was probably the best course of action, keeping the family together. And, but I wasn't in charge of making that decision. So ultimately, I don't That's on somebody else. And because of that, I let go of it. You got to let go, guys. Sometimes you got to be able to let go. But for all of you that wanted to know my origin story, it's my ex-wife, guys. Wonderful woman. I don't talk bad about her. It is what it is. But that's about as much as I'll ever be able to say on that subject, just out of respect for the kids and the whole situation. And there's really no point in living in the past anyways, guys. So thanks for watching. I'm Johnny. I hope this video helped you. But that's a common one, guys, the origin story. And man, thank you guys for asking. I'm man, for the 100 or so more of you guys that I've heard from and wanted to know. It's a touchy one, but this is what it is. I'm okay with saying as much as I have, but I don't hold on to the animosity anymore. That's somebody else's thing. And I think the rest of my family that are involved in that thing are trying to make the best of it for the sake of this other individual. And hopefully, hopefully they're happy. Sometimes that's all you can do, guys. If you and your kids are like, well, we got to make the best of this situation, for this other person, hopefully it's working out the way they want it to. This is all I can do, guys. But this is why I don't talk about it. This is who it was. Hopefully that helps, guys. Anyways, boys, we'll see y'all next time. Peace.